North Karnataka, where 80% of the land is used to cultivate sugarcane. The end product is sweet, but the cultivation is an expensive and labor-intensive experience for the farmers.
ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಬ್ಬು ಕಡಿದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ರೌಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸುಲಿದ ಕಬ್ಬು ಕಡಿದು ಹಚ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಕೂಲಿ ಜನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಇದರಿಂದ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಬ್ಬು ಕಡಿಯೋದು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇದು ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ದೀಡ್ ಪುಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಚ್ತಿದ್ದು ಕಳೆನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು 3 ಪುಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಚ್ತೇವೆ, ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಚ್ಚೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕೂಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹತ್ತೈತಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಗಡ್ಡಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ರೀ. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಮೊದಲು ಸಣ್ಣ ನಡೀತಿತ್ತು, ಗಡ್ಡಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಗಣ್ಣಿಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಉದ್ದಾಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಲಾಭ ಐತಿ. ಮುಂಚೆಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇವಾಗ ಲಾಭ ಐತಿ.
High water requirements, high input costs for seeds, pesticides, fertilizers and labor, high pest and disease incidence, long cropping time, and an adverse effect on soil productivity and water tables in a time of climate change. That's where the producer network of Fairtrade International, the network of Asia and Pacific producers, stepped in, joining hands with Max Havelaar and other partners to support the small-scale producers organizations or SPOs in a transformative initiative.
With all the cataclysmic climate events that's happening across the world, Fairtrade holds climate change and sustainability very high in the list of priorities. And NAP being a producer network within the Fairtrade system, it mirrors in our activities. And basically what we do is we try to marry traditional knowledge with scientific developments to ensure that the producers are benefited in terms of sustainability.
A collaborative partnership began in 4 villages in the area: Itagi, Chikkamunavalli, Devarshikahalli and Duri. The network of Asia and Pacific producers, or NAP, introduced the local SPOs to a scientific method of sugarcane cultivation, while the consortium of SPO representatives and traders chose seed varieties that were most productive and suited to the region. The SPOs brought sugar exporter and trader Pure Diet on board to facilitate interactions and provide training support.
As per the standards, NAP has conducted so many trainings and assistance to our SPO members and SPOs.
Earlier, a full cane stalk was cut in 2 to 3 pieces for each new plant, and the large volume of canes had to be transported across the fields for sowing. In the Fairtrade Sustainable Sugarcane Intensification or FSSI method, a bud chipping machine allows the farmers to cut 8 to 10 plantable single bud chips per cane, which cuts seed input costs to a fraction of what they were. These chips can also be transported easily after they sprout. The small size of the bud chips also makes bulk treatment with organic botanical solutions easier. This is a natural way to ensure the plants do not get infested. The buds are initially planted in conical cavities in trays containing well-decomposed coco pith, an organic medium that also helps retain moisture. A tight polythene sheet cover and a shade net over the nursery ensure that water, air and sunlight do not enter the trays. It takes a few days for the seeds to germinate, after which they are taken out of the polythene and left for a month till the buds attain the required size and are ready for transplanting in the field. The new technique allows farmers to use 4-foot spacing instead of 1.5 foot, which lowers costs, improves tillering and greatly reduces weeds.
With this method of sugarcane cultivation, the seed rate basically will come down by 90%. Actually, the seed rate required for this purpose is around 5,000 seed rate, and whereas in our traditional method it is almost 50,000 seed rate that is required. So, there will be a reduction of 90% in the seed rate basically, and with this method the farmers also can get lot of benefits, like the crop duration will get reduced by almost 1.5 months, and there will be less usage of inputs such as fertilizers, then labor requirement, everything will be reduced drastically.
The FSSI method has led to a 20 to 30% reduction in cultivation costs, which includes reduction in labor costs, water requirements and other inputs, and a 15 to 20% greater yield.
ಮುಂದಾತಿಂದ ಖರ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇಳುವರಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. 5 ಟನ್ 10 ಟನ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇಳುವರಿ ಬರತ್ತೈತಿ, ಖರ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವೀಗ 4 ಫುಟಿನ ಸಾಲು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಬ್ಬು ಮಾಡತ್ತೇವೆ ರೀ, ಮತ್ತು ಭತ್ತ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಭತ್ತನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರಕತ್ತೈತಿ.
All this while ensuring better climate change adaptation and eliminating harmful chemical inputs that damage the soil and public health alike. It is little wonder that the farmers of North Karnataka are enthusiastic about it.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೂವರೆ ಮಂತ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಉಳಿತೈತಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೀರು ಹಸೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಹಚ್ಚಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಚಲೋ ಇವು ಮರಿ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ರೀ. ಅದು ಮೊದಲು ನೀರಿಂದ ಉಳಿತಾಯ ರೀ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸದ ಅದು 1.5 ತಿಂಗಳು ಉಳಿತಾಯ ಆಕತ್ರಿ.
ಹೊಸ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಈ ಸಲ ಹೊಸ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೊಸ ತಳಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡೇವಿ ರೀ. ಅದ್ರ ಇದೀಗ ಮರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತೆ ರೀ. ಈಗ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ವರ್ಷ ಅಷ್ಟೇ 20 ಟನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ರೀ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ 30 ಟನ್ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ಈ ಹೊಸದು ಹೋದಾಗಿಂದ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಚಲೋ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಲಾಭ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ಹೊಸ ತಳಿ ಐತಿ ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯ.
Fair Trade NAP also used the seed distribution function to organize a capacity training program for the farmers on good agricultural practices in organic sugarcane cultivation. The project has directly benefited 936 families and has over 1,000 family members as indirect beneficiaries. In Phase 1, 2,500 seedlings were distributed to 80 farmers. And in Phase 2, the chip buds from the first phase will be used for raising seedlings and promoting seed self-sufficiency. It will target more than 100 farmers with 250,000 seedlings being distributed to them.
We made them understanding the benefits of this particular technology or this scientific approach. So now they want to try out first, then they want to understand what could be the difference between the conventional method and adopting this method. Once they witness by themselves, and probably we'll have more farmers to get into this system and adapt to this technology, so that they also get benefited in the future.
When one talks of climate change, reduced water availability, soil degradation, crop failures and farmers' distress, the finger often points to the cultivation of crops like sugarcane as being a major concern. And yet, it is difficult to switch over in a wholesale manner to other crops because of sugar demand and established market linkages. Fair Trade NAP's collaboration with the SPOs of North Karnataka is turning this story on its head by bringing unprecedented resource efficiency, economy, climate resilience, and enhanced producer incomes to the crop that sweetens lives across the world. And as the Fair Trade sustainable sugarcane intensification method is deployed in more and more regions, sugarcane farmers across the country are poised to experience the sweet taste of this success.